What's going on, everybody? It's your man Jeff, Philly Freck 215.
Yo, it's your man Pastor Carl Day, only podcaster and pastor in America, man. Football podcast in America. And if I'm not the only one, I'm the best one. So,
Week 10 is here. You know what I'm saying? 8-1 Eagles. You know what I mean? Just doing our thing. Bye week coming at perfect time for us. Getting some guys healthy, getting some guys back. Coming off the smacking of the Broncos, just loving life right now over here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
loving life.
Loving life right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, the way the Eagles go, man, my life go, man, for most of the part, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially during this time of the year, you know what I'm saying? But, no, but seriously, it's just, 8-1, man. You know what I mean? I can't say it enough, man. Just happy to see what my team doing out here, man. You know what I mean? The things you believe in and you actually see it on the field, you know what I'm saying, coming to fruition. You know what I mean? Quarterback playing well, defense dominating, you know what I'm saying? But we getting all that, but yeah, man, you know what I'm saying?
True indeed. You know what I'm saying? You know, man, things are well here too, man. You know, a lot of things in the way
When you winning, everything good.
Yeah, a lot of things the way in which I've said it was going to go, man. I was saying to look out for, man. You know, these things are manifested, man. I don't know if it's like, my connection to the Lord, man. I might have prophetically said a few things, man. But, you know what I'm saying? It's all good, man. But let's go ahead and get into this thing, man, Jeff.
Yes, sir.
Last week, I guess I started off. But this week, man, what you want to do, 3 up or the 3 down first?
I go with 3 up. We go with 3 up.
All right.
And I'm not going to go with your, the usual, the easy ones. I could say Carson Wentz. You know what I mean? I could say, the defensive line is told. I'm gonna give some players like that's really not. I mean, they may be getting recognition, but they not getting it like how I believe they should be. But I'm gonna start off with Brandon Brooks, man, right guard.
Okay.
Been playing at like I tweeted it like right after the game, playing at like an All-Pro level all year. Like I said, we got Peters and we got Lane Johnson, 2 stud tackles, but Brooks has been our most consistent offensive lineman. You know what I'm saying? You see him in the run game. Like you seen him on the screen, touchdown pass to Corey Clement. He getting in front, getting to the second level. To be a 335-pound dude and see him get to the second level like that, like he Kelsey or something, is amazing. He did it on a J.J. run, a touchdown run. He took 2 defenders out with his block at the second level, doing great in pass protection. Like it's really, you don't worry about the right side right now with Lane, and that was another reason why I said you didn't want to move Lane from right to left, because him and Lane got this thing going, man, where they just like dominating that side of the field right now. And we went up against some pretty good defensive lines so far, and them guys, but mostly Brandon Brooks, man, because like I said, I don't think he's getting the recognition from our fans and just from, nationally, of course, but from our fans as well. I don't think too many people are talking about him and what he's doing on the field this year, but he's a really underrated signing that we brought in last year. Another good move for Howie, who's been racking them up lately. But yeah, man, Brandon Brooks, like I said, just dominating. You know what I'm saying? Should get some All-Pro consideration, in my opinion. Definitely some Pro Bowl consideration, because I don't know. I think he left like 1 sack this year, and I seen the stats somewhere. But from watching it, I don't recall seeing him give up one. But that's what some of the guys I trust, the beat reporters, they said they gave like one sack this year. But yeah, just consistent in the run game. Very good in pass protection. Just having a great all around year, man. Number 2, I'm gonna go with Corey Clement. We were talking all week about Jay Ajayi and LeGarrette Blount, but he was the running back that actually had the most snaps out of everybody on Sunday, and he took advantage of him. Had 3 touchdowns, 12 carries, 51 yards. Had the screen pass for the touchdown as well. Like, you just see him getting more comfortable. He's an undrafted rookie, out of Wisconsin. I kind of liked the move when we had made it, but I didn't expect him to, to progress to where he's getting the most snaps out of 2, proven running backs, ahead of him. But the coaching staff seem to love him. They trust him on third downs. He moved ahead of Smallwood. It's clear that he moved ahead of Smallwood now. Deuce Staley talks very, very well about him. Like, he called him like a what do you call them? Like a Honda Civic, like something that they don't do nothing, like they're not expensive or fancy, but they just real consistent and they get things done and they can last a long time. But yeah, like just seeing him, like his vision is getting better by a week. Like the more playing time he get, like, he's getting more comfortable with, I guess, with the offensive line, knowing how everybody set up their blocks and all that. But like he's real quick. His feet is like real quick, man, to the hole and all that. Like he's not nothing spectacular, but he's just a solid dude. And number 3, man, I'm gonna go with Alshon. Had a big matchup this week. Going against Talib. Scored 2 touchdowns on him. He had a couple drops, but more so, he looked like the number 1 receiver we went out and we was looking for when we brought him in. Like him and Wentz finally getting on the same page a little bit, saying that connection is heating up. But yeah, 2 touchdowns, yeah, 80 yards. Like I said, beat Talib a couple times, which is tough to do for any receiver. But yeah, man, Brandon Brooks, Corey Clement, Alshon Jeffrey, you know what I'm saying? Those are my 3 ups, man. It could have been a whole lot more, but we only doing 3. But yeah, those are 3 guys that, I chose to win with this week. They all had great games and was big key to us winning.
Okay.
Sunday.
Man, that's good stuff, man. Shout out to Alshon, too, man. He got me some fantasy points. Even though I lost my fantasy football game this week, man. A brutal loss. Oh, my goodness. But I won't stay there, man. But, yeah, man. No, definitely good lineup, man, for your 3 up. 3 up, man, for me, man. And I gotta go this route. But Dak Prescott, man. And I mean, it's almost like a weekly thing for me. Like you said, it begins to be a bit redundant, man, and easy. But nah, man, Dak really played a tremendous game. Against a really good team, man. They did defense to me always give up a lot of yards and whatnot. Anyway, I've made that point, but just in a big game period, this was like a big game for Dallas, and he had some really big drives, big plays. The pass to Terrence Williams, man. In fact, the 3rd and 14 when it was like, a minute and 30 right before halftime. And even Tony Romo was like, conventional wisdom was like, oh, yeah, they're probably just going to run it. So he's just going to punt the ball.
So when he hit Dez.
Yeah, when he hit Dez, man, for that big completion. And it's like, that showed ultimate trust, you know what I'm saying, in your quarterback. Like, yo, no, we going to trust you to make a play. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we were like further down in our own territory. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like the 15, right. So like to make that call, it just went to show you, like, no, we really believe in this guy to just make plays and do whatever he's going to do. And in such a game like that where, you're battling for momentum and you kind of just want to take over a game. Dak really imposed his will out there, man. Taking the ball, running, man, creating offense, man. Like so I mean, yeah. Shout out to Dak Prescott, man, for obvious reasons, man. So I definitely had to put him with one of my ups. David Irving, again, man, just another good game from this guy, man. Like, yo, he is a problem up front, man. Like, seriously, watching it again, and my goodness, man. I talked about the refs last week. But Dallas is literally getting screwed. I don't know if it's because of this whole Zeke NFL situation and Jerry Jones. I don't want to get conspiracy theories or whatever. And, we winning. So, I mean, I could technically not mention it at all. But 5.5 games, dog. This is the stats right here. 5.5 games. Cowboys have not had an opposing team call for a holding penalty.
Wow.
5.5 games, dog. 22 quarters. Like, yo, that is amazing. Especially when you got like a top 3 team overall in like quarterback pressures. So how do you have sack leaders, active pass rushers, and like nobody's holding? Right. But when you watch David Irving on tape, dog, I mean, yo, he's a nightmare because the Cowboys put him at defensive tackle, slide him outside the end, and he's just way too quick, way too lengthy. He can bend. I mean, yo, dude is a monster, man. Knocking passes down like he's 6'6", 6'7", or something. Just athletic. And Alex Smith literally was not comfortable. He wasn't comfortable, and I mean, I spoke to that last week of how I think they could get to him possibly, but I did expect it to be more of a shootout. But David Irving, I wanted to give the whole defensive line props because everybody definitely played a good game. But again, David Irving really, man, like, I mean, yo, the dude has really been an animal, man. And then, lastly, man, I mean, it was like a tough choice for me, man, because I really wanted to go Sean Lee, who was excellent, did a great job, man, like literally taking, Hunt out of the game, really just recognizing, just play recognition. Like Dallas really did what they wanted to do defensively. But I'm going to go somewhere, man, where I've really been hard at, man, and we all know that I've been clean about not really liking this individual. And it's not Jeff Heath, by the way, but it's Terrence Williams. Terrence Williams played a really good game. I mean, he made a lot of body catches. I mean, which is still troubling to me because even my wife recognized it. Like, yo, why is he catching it with his chest? Like, he shouldn't use his hands. But I mean, he caught the ball, ran well after the catch. And shout out to Scott Linehan, who recognized what Kansas City really wanted to do and playing off a lot.
So he was so off.
Yeah, so off. So it was like the Cowboys recognized it, Dak recognized it, did a lot of different calls up front and really adjust to the coverages and was making the right throws. Dak, and that's another thing, hit Cole Beasley right in between the zones, was hitting Dez Bryant right in between the zones. And it's like, yo, again, man, so Terrence Williams, man, again, like, yo, he played a really, really good game, man. He made some big catches, big downs, really moved the chains, ran well after the catch, man. So, you know, man, like, that's my 3-up, man. And, you know, like I said, kudos to Scott Linehan, man, who called a very good game, man. They were aggressive, and man, like, they stepped it up.
Yeah, man. Even on the joint when Dak rolled out and hit him, I'm like, yo, they were just like, not covering this dude. I'm like, yo. Yeah. Like, well, what were you thinking? Like, just leaving that man wide open like that? But that was, shout out to, you know, Dak had to find him and roll out and get the ball to him. But I was like, man.
Was a crazy pass. Like, right. Because there was like a quarterback no. Like, he was like throwing while he left his feet and to put it downfield and still get it to Terrence Williams. Yeah. And I think they was kind of relying on the pressure on that rollout. The way they kind of let Terrence Williams get free, I don't think they expected Dak to be able to make that throw either. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it was definitely crazy.
I was like, man, the way he kept his feet in bounds and all that, like, I mean, for him to do all that, because he's known for this making ballhead plays, so, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, cause I was like, man, I'm like, what do you have, like 140 or something like that?
Yeah, about 140, right. Yeah, that was like 3 games worth of yards.
Right. But yeah, man, on the 3 down, you know, in a game like we had, man, it's kind of hard, you know what I'm saying, to have a 3 down, but I'm going to go with, number 1, I'm going to go with Jake Elliott. The place kicker. Last week, you know, he missed 2 extra points. This week he missed another one. It's just like I know back in the Giants game, it was a funny story. He had missed a field goal, his first field goal against the Giants. So Jason Peters came over to him and like, no more misses. And like from that thing, it was like a thing like Eagles Twitter. He haven't missed a kick until Jason Peters got hurt again against Washington. So maybe, Peters got to come down and scare the life out of him again or something, man. But, yeah, he's crazy because he's money from like 50 yards out. But the extra points is just something not there right now. Like, he's missing them. You know what I'm saying? So you got to clean that up because I don't think we're going to be blowing out teams every week. So we're going to need them points, Elliott, man. You got to get it together. But number 2, I'm going to go with Sue Douglas. And nothing he did. It's just he dropped the pick 6, man. You know what I'm saying? It was the first drive. And Denver was moving a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He had a pick 6 right in his hand and he dropped it. And like I said, when you beat a team 51-23, I don't want to say like I'm trolling. You know what I'm saying? But it's just certain things like it was like not much I could pick from this week. And but yeah, he got to bring them in, man, because that was his strength coming out of college, man, getting them picks. He reads the ball well, he reads the quarterback well, but just bring them things in. And third, I'm gonna go Wendell Smallwood, man. Like he just shown that, you know what I mean, that he's pretty much not in the rotation right now. Only reason why he was up is because Zach Ertz was down. We didn't see him until we seen Nick Foles. So he just got the garbage time carries, you know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? So more so it's like his playing time, his stock in the organization is down, in my opinion. That's, you know what I'm saying? But those are the 3, like, you know, watching the game about 20 times again, I'm like, man, I really can't, you know, nitpick too much here because, you know, it was a dominating win. But yeah, Wendell Smallwood going forward, man, I don't think he's going to be active on game days, you know what I'm saying? So I think his stock in the, he came in, you know, he was supposed to be the guy, the lead back, supposed to take over, but, you know, injuries and whatever the case may be, he just not that guy they thought he would be, and I didn't believe in him last year anyway, but he blocked me on Twitter too. But yeah, man, Elliott, Sewell for dropping the pick, and this Smallwood stock in the organization right now. Those are my 3 downs.
Okay, good stuff, man. Well, I'll say this, man, my first down, and like you said, man, much of like what you were saying too, man, because the Cowboys, man, like outside of that you know, fluky halftime embarrassing foolish play they gave up, they dominated that game. They completely dominated Kansas City, period. You know what I'm saying? Both sides of the football, man. And so it really was kind of hard to really pick between people. But I will say, my first down, La'el Collins. I think La'el Collins got worked pretty well in that game. I mean, don't get me wrong. He had some good too, but at the same time, man, I seen guys really, really, really beating him, man. Houston beat him. I mean, that's Justin Houston, don't get me wrong, but, who gives a lot of people problems. But, I mean, I've seen him I saw him get blew off the ball a couple times, and I saw Houston, like, really literally fly past him, which caused Dak to have to make moves and have to go ahead and, use his escapability to, go ahead and extend plays, and just almost like, because Dak could stand there and stand firm, and, like, I mean, guys were a couple seconds away from really, like, creating a fumble and whatnot. So La'el Collins, man, definitely, he was definitely allowing some pressure there, man. So I definitely got to put him as one of my downs. And I don't know. Again, like I said, it was definitely difficult just figuring out who did I want to consider to be downs out there. But I'll also say, I'll definitely say another down for me was Byron Jones. Played a solid game defensively. Gave up the 2-yarder to Kelsey for the touchdown. And other fans jumped out there and was like, oh, man, he just got beat. Kelsey's like 250 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So he uses physicality at the line to push Byron off of him. And that's going to happen because he's Jason, he's Travis Kelsey. You know what I'm saying? And he boxed him out. That's Kelsey. You know what I'm saying? So it's certain tight ends you just indefensible. You can't really do much to stop it. It's like Dez Bryant on the fade route or whatever. It's like you just can't stop it. So, he gave that up. But otherwise, he played sound defensively. But that penalty, man, that he caught, that was before the half, where it was like, dude, like it was no reason to continue and carry on at that point. You're out of bounds, leave it there. You know what I'm saying? So Byron Jones definitely caught like a down player moment because I think that, stuff like that could have transferred the momentum and literally could have like put your team behind, but instead the Cowboys continue to, play with that edge. So I gotta say Byron Jones was down, man, as far as like the secondary was concerned for me. And I also, lastly, again, man, I got to carry on from last week. But this week, again, man, I'm going to go with the referees, man. Very, very, it was just disgusting to me. I mean, between, and I'm also low-key about to put Jason Garrett in that mix because you got to defend your players. You know what I'm saying? If you got your guys, your defensive linemen are out there and they're getting egregiously held. Like, I'm seeing reporters, I'm watching other people that don't even, like, there's not even Cowboys reporters or fans, but like, yo, the Chiefs got away with blatant holds. And when your defensive linemen, they're dogs. They're down there working, and you're not fighting for them. You got to fight for them. Like, don't go after the game and say what you're going to say or whatever the case may be. But, like, you got to get in those refs' ears. You got to really get at them because what happens is they get worn down because a guy like Alex Smith can sustain drives doing dink and dunks, and it's keeping him clean. He gets in rhythm, and this is what happens when you're playing good teams, and it gets guys in rhythm, and it demoralizes your defense. They can't get stops. But yet the Chiefs were getting calls for holding on the Cowboys offensive line. Chiefs were getting calls for spotty pass interference calls, the one they called on Scandrick, man, where it was just like terrible call, which extended the drive and was and enabled the Chiefs to be able to go ahead and eventually score a touchdown on that drive coming out the half. So again, it's like when you're watching this stuff take place, man, Garrett got to say something. But it's just like, again, man, 5.5 games and the Cowboys didn't have one hold on the opposing team. That hurts the defense, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, any defense is going to get worn out when they can't get calls going their way. And it's just ugly, man. So, and I mean, it happened in the Skins game and again this week, man. So I'm interested and anxious to see what happens this week. I would love to see the Cowboys step up and speak on that, man. But that would literally be like my 3 down. Because like I said, man, it was rough. But La'el Collins, Byron Jones, and I gotta get those Zebras, man, some hell, man. Because again, man, like that, it was ugly to me, man. And,
yeah. I think with them, because we had some of the same issues last year with our defensive line. I don't know, it's like them, like in the NBA, you come up with the term like superstar calls. I think like once you like go through a year, like you play well, I think you start getting them calls the year after that. Because like we're getting our defensive line are getting them calls this year that they wasn't getting last year. Because it was plenty of times last year I'd be like, yo, man, they tackling, Brandon Graham. They doing this to Fletcher Cox. So I think it's just like, I don't know, like the refs, like, okay, let them go through it again. I don't know if that's just something I've noticed and I've, seen with Dallas as well. Like, maybe once they get that recognition or something, like, I don't know, that's how the refs think, but I don't know. But I see that a lot too. Like, they don't give the they give the benefit of the doubt to the more popular team or something like that. Like if you got a marquee matchup, they're gonna give it to the team that's more, more known or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I noticed that with the refs at times. They used to do it to us. So maybe, like I said, maybe it'll take Garrett to say something for them to start getting them calls more. But I don't know. But that happens a lot, man.
Yeah, I feel you, and that's my fear though. It's like you better say something now while you winning games,
right?
Because it can cost you games.
Right,
you see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like like holds literally make plays. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, and I understand like what you're saying, but at the same time, they're making calls on, arguably the best offensive line of football. Like, you're going to call on Tyron. Right. You're going to call on Travis Frederick. You're going to call on Zach Martin. You telling me we played 3 guys the Redskins picked up off the street, and those guys didn't hold not one damn time again? Like, that is scary. We played the Niners, not one hold that whole game, and they got CJ whoever playing quarterback, and we getting back there to him. They're not calling no hold. And it's like that's the scary thing about it. And you're calling it, though, the other way around on guys who are perennial all-pros.
Right.
And it's like that to me, that's like, I'm muffed by it, man. It's just like, wow, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. But that's that, man. So that's the 3 up, 3 down, man. Where we going, man? What was you thinking, man? What was you thinking?
It was third quarter, man. We up 38-9. You know what I'm saying? It's third down. Carson Wentz acting like we in the NFC Championship game, man, trying to run for a first down. It's like, it's not worth it, dog. Like, just go ahead and just throw the ball away, man. You know what I'm saying? We up 38-9, no need. Just kick the field goal. But he tries to go and get that first down, and the bull Simmons come and hit him like right on his thigh. A little bit lower, it could have been his knee. So it is like, yo, Wentz, man, like, I understand, you know what I mean, you in the moment of the game and all that. And that could be, we need that at a point in time, but that's not the play right there. You need that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this 38-9, like I said. And at that point, I don't know why he was still in the game, to be honest, because it was pretty much decided. But yeah, that was my what was you thinking, man. But that's just, the fight in him and that kind of stuff, like get the team riled up. But it's like sometimes it's not necessary, you know what I'm saying? So just be careful, dog, because, we can do big things this year. If you go down, man, it'll be ugly. But yeah, that's my what were you thinking, man. Wentz it was a 3rd and 8. He trying to scramble for that first down, and he was actually upset that he didn't get it. And we wound up going for it on 4th down the next play anyway and scoring again, pitting it up 44-9. But yeah, dog, just be mindful, man, of the situations, down the distance and all that. Like, that first down really wasn't needed. But yeah, that's my what was you thinking.
Man, that's valid. Super valid, man. Super valid. Carson Wentz definitely got to, man, he definitely got to take it easy sometimes, man. You know what I'm saying? Can't keep lowering his shoulders and trying to go at defensive players and whatnot, man, because, hey, he better reach out to Big Ben, man. A guy he's similar to, and just, really learn. Ben took a toll on Ben's body at times, man. And then those little injuries, ankles, and this and that started to pile up on you, man. So definitely be careful, man, because I hate injuries anyway, man, as a part of the game, so I don't ever want to see that happen. What was you thinking, man? Most obvious, what was you thinking moment ever in history? Right before half, Chiefs had no timeouts left. You got Alex Smith at quarterback. He can't throw beyond probably 40 yards, and they need about 60 to go. The Chiefs have no jump ball expert. Why are you afraid and sitting way in the back of Hail Mary mode?
Right.
And the Chiefs, to their credit, perfectly executed play. I mean, you threw the ball about 20 yards to Hill, had built a wedge for him almost like in kick return mode. Yeah, punt return mode. And nobody attacks the ball. Like Scandrick was just like I don't know. He thought, I guess he was just going to jab step him or something. It was going to make him run into some help. And the help wasn't there because help was being blocked. And, it was just disgusting. It was disgusting. But I actually tweeted at halftime. And it's funny because I said, you know what? The Cowboys may have actually been more of a blessing than anything, because being up 14-3, you might go in. They had double-digit leads before. Of course, Sean Lee and David Irving and then all those guys are there now. Hitchens, everybody else is there. So, the defense is a bit different. But they had double-digit leads against the Packers and against the Rams. And I'm like, if anything, you know what? That embarrassed this team just now. They're going to come out and have a reason to sit here and still play hard and come out angry because it was like embarrassing. Like that was a joke. Like that literally was like the what was you doing moment of the year because it's like it's no way. It's one thing if it's a tip ball and somebody catch the Hail Mary. Aaron Rodgers does stuff like that and that happens to people. You know, I can't even keep saying Aaron Rodgers because the guy's got to catch it in the end zone. But that right there for a guy to be able to catch it, you know, and still got about a good 40 yards to go before he can actually score was just like, nah, that's not supposed to happen. So, I mean, and that was poor coaching too as well. Like you just can't be going into this super prevent mode and just giving up that much yardage and ground to a weapon like Tyreek Hill, who's super dangerous after the catch. Like, so that was just what was you doing? Like, grade A, what was you really doing? Like that was just crazy.
Yeah, dog. That was like, what in the world? I'm like, yo, he about to score in this joint.
Same thing I said.
I'm like, whoa.
I saw about 3 offensive players in front of him. Yeah. I'm like, yo, this dude about to get in there.
I'm like, hold on. And I was like, it was like y'all defenders because you had like 7 dudes back there, and it's like they was like, oh damn, like. He made it to us, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and
what we do now?
And waited for him to come to them. Like, and it's like,
go attack ball, man.
Yeah,
you go attack it.
You letting this guy come with full speed, momentum, and everything, shiftiness. Like he too quick in space. Like you can't, you don't give him no. Come on, Yeah, that was like, yeah. What were you thinking moment? What was you doing moment?
That was crazy.
Right
that was real crazy.
Turning point of the game, Jeff.
We up 10-3. This Denver just stopped us. We kicked the field goal up 10-3. First play. Denver next drive, Brock throws a pick to Patrick Robinson. You know what I mean? We back in their territory. We score again, go up 17-3, and pretty much that was it. You know what I mean? Brock was just, you see him on the sideline.
You make them one-dimensional like that with Brock.
He was like, damn, man. You know what I'm saying? The defense, like, oh, we got to go ahead and carry the team again, and, you know, so. Yeah, because if they, you know, they go ahead and move the ball a little bit, or even just punt the ball, you know what I'm saying, right there, they still got the best defense in the league, or arguably top 2 defense in the league. You still in the game a little bit, but that pick, you know what I mean, just changed the whole thing, and the momentum. We went and scored again, it's put them away. So, but yeah, Denver, man, I don't know what John Elway doing out there. Like, he got to figure out that quarterback situation because that's really gonna hold them back, like for
severely.
Yeah, because I mean, only for so long your defense can carry you without your offense being able to put up points and sustain drives. But yeah, Brock, Denver, man, that's.
And it ain't popular, man, because I know them GMs hold on to their early picks, but they got to really consider, man, is it worth drafting a QB, man, getting some competition in there next year?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
They got to be mindful.
It's a little talent at the QB position next year, and you definitely need to be considering it, man. I mean, shoot, the way Denver looking like they might finish. You know, they could be in the running to grab like a Lamar Jackson or something like that early on. You know, who can create and do a lot of things, man. Because the black quarterback's back, man. Dak, Deshaun Watson, and stuff like that. So they smart. They make sure
jump on board.
Yeah, jump on board. There you go, man. You know what I'm saying? Getting those brothers behind that offensive line, man. So yeah, man. I definitely that's a great turning point, man. That's definitely a great turning point in the game. For me, you know, and this is a little early in the game. But I feel like that drive the Cowboys had right before they gave up that touchdown, what I referred to earlier, like Dak making that play to Terrence Williams, making that pass to Dez Bryant. And I know it was early in the game, but for them to go up 14-3, I felt like that was the Cowboys sending a message that we're going to be able to move this ball and do what we want to do. And I think that they really wanted to show the utmost confidence that, like, yo, we believe in this offense. And we're going to throw it at you, too. You know what I'm saying? Because I really didn't think – I thought the Chiefs was going to try to come out and really stack the run. You know what I'm saying? Which they did a great job early on. They did a great job throughout the game, period, though. I mean, Zeke fought for yards. That was he grinded that 93 yards, 97 yards he had out. He had to fight for that. But I'm telling you, like, to make that play on third and, like, 13, 14, whatever, from the 15, drive downfield, to make that throw that he made, 50 yards downfield to Terrence Williams or whatever, and just to go ahead and just get down there. And, I mean, even a play like, where he ran that football in for the touchdown, you know what I'm saying, on third down. It was third down, and he broke free from the defender and just literally ran it in. It was like, yo, this dude was just showing you, man, like that. he's really here. And I mean, so anyways, but I believe that was a turning point because for for Kansas City to be able to come back after the half and score, Dallas still answer back. But like I said, I think it all started from that momentum of that last drive. Like, yo, we can impose our will. Right. You know, they think they can stop the run. We still going to throw at them. You know what I'm saying? We're going to throw at Peters. We're going to throw at whoever, and we're going to just still move this ball. And they took that attitude and literally, like, from the jump. As soon as Kansas City scored, they came back and answered.
Right.
And again, I just think that, like, that play right there, to me, I think changed the game because had he not was able to make that play, Kansas City get the ball back, you know, with a minute and some odd seconds left. Because to throw the ball on 3rd and 14, let's say it's incomplete, Kansas City get the ball with a lot of time. And let's just say they go downfield, they even get a field goal or they score a touchdown. It's either 7-6 with them getting the ball back, or, you know, you're looking being down 10-7. So, again, I definitely think that, you know, that drive to me really set the tone for that offense to kind of impose their will.
Yeah, you know, that was kind of like a momentum shifter. You know what I mean? Because it's like break the defense back. Like, we got them 3rd and long in their territory. We about to get this punt back. Oh, damn, they got a 1st down. Then you go ahead and break again, long pass. You're like, oh, damn, here we go. Then they have Dak, like the defender had him like at his ankle, run through. It was like, damn, man, this may be their day. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of like mentally like just screws with the defense a little bit. Like, damn, man, I don't know if we be able to stop these dudes consistently enough. You know what I mean?
No
Especially
doubt.
when we got a quarterback that really, and a coach, to be honest, that not really too good playing from behind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, that was a good point though, man. Yeah, that was definitely a good point. But
Unpopular opinion.
Right now, Doug Peterson is the best play caller in the NFL right now.
Ooh.
Right now, the way he is setting defenses up, and I mean also the execution is getting there too. But just the way he's setting defenses up, like they don't know what's coming. You know what I mean? Like we got so many things we do, like each and every play. Like we give Wentz about 2-3 plays of the line, run pass options, and shout out to Wentz for like reading the defense so quickly. You know what I mean? Because that's one of his best attributes. But you know, like I said, the way he's setting up, the way we move the ball on that defense, man. Like everybody just want to always say, you know, it's Wentz, but we got to start giving Doug more credit. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the one that's putting this offense together and he's the play caller. Like, I mean, it ain't all this Wentz like making, like early in the year, it was like Wentz trying to get us out of some things. But lately, like Doug's been on his game, man. Like he really got this team rocking and rolling. But like I said, the way he's calling plays and setting teams up, it's like wow, this dude really is not the buffoon that people try to make him out to be from his press conferences and stuff like that. Like this dude really know how to coach offensive football. But yeah, right now, man, like I said, is like I said, the way he's setting teams up and the way he's putting us in position to score, and we are moving the ball on teams. Like I can't say is nobody calling the offensive game better. I mean, Sean Payton is probably the best play call overall, but you don't see the Saints, you know, more so the Saints are winning because they just running the football and playing great defense right now. They're not like the old Saints putting up 40, 50. Like, they're not winning because of Drew Brees and that, you know what I mean, him throwing the ball. But, like, yeah, like I said, the way Doug's just setting things up, man, and keeping teams off balance, unbalanced offensive line, running the ball, screen plays. Like, that screen pass he called was beautiful for the Clement touchdown. I mean, got Vaughn coming up field, thought Clement was going to block him, fake, you know what I mean, chipped him a little bit, boom, nothing but green grass. I mean, Brandon Brooks and them made great blocks, but that was just a great play call at down distance and time. But yeah, man, Doug Peterson right now, I think, is arguably the best play caller right now in the NFL.
Woo!
Yeah, right now, yup.
Man, that was a take. Sheesh, that was a take. I'll say he's been really good this year. He's definitely been tremendous. He's been much better, leaps and bounds than last year. You know, I got to see what he looks like when he's behind. I'll say that. Definitely got to see what he looks like when he's behind. Hasn't been in too many situations where they've been down, like, or down double digits or something, where I'm like, okay, let me see how he really responds, reacts. If they're in a trouble spot. Because, you know, the game is easier to call when you're ahead.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'll definitely say, but he's definitely been good, you know, as far as calling. Only person I mean, and it's just offhand. Like, I have to really, really think, but because I mean that's a big take. But I definitely believe, you know, he's definitely been one of the better play callers in the league. So that's not too egregious to me. But I think the one person that really stands out to me that I probably would say to me has been the best is McVay. This is a guy who, you know, really doesn't have an Alshon. He doesn't, you know what I'm saying? He has a Ty Gurley, you know, doesn't have the same talent up front on the O-line either. And they putting up points. You know what I'm saying?
Number one.
And Goff to me is not, you know, definitely not where Wentz is right now as far as like his progress. I mean, because of course this is really like his opening year. You know, I mean, you know, his draft pedigree is high, and we both believe he got talent. He's a good, you know, he's definitely a good quarterback and can be a really good quarterback. But yeah, man, I mean, McVay, the way he changes the offense up like every week too. It's just like, again, like, he makes it happen. He makes it happen, man. He's getting them points up, man. You know what I'm saying? And he's calling so many different things, man. He's getting that running back out there in space. He's going to the tight end. He's getting Cooper Kupp. Like, every week is a different leading receiver. You know what I'm saying? Similar to, you know, like the same way the Eagles are playing. And it's just like, you know, I think for him to be the first year there, I just think what he's doing is a bit more, you know what I'm saying, impressive, because everything's new to everybody right there. You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like, you know, so and that's not a knock towards Doug.
Oh, yeah,
I'm respecting your take. That's what I'm saying. So even if it's like 1 and 2, I'm just thinking off the cuff, like it may have to be McVay to me, because like you got the highest scoring team in the league, and, you know, again, like, I mean, I definitely think y'all have better offensive talent. I mean, Gurley's the stud. Outside of that, it's just like, all right.
Sammy Watkins, Robert Woods, they solid.
Yeah, you know, and I mean, Sammy Watkins got talent, but he just never really put it together. Right. So yeah, like, I mean, Doug's definitely up there. So that's a good take.
And I think those two right there are like probably the two favorites for Coach of the Year right now. And like, credit to them, like what they do, like what good coaches do, they take things from other teams and implement it. Like, they not just stubborn, like, no, my offense is my offense.
Right.
They're willing to listen to their players, and like that's what McVay does, because he's doing some things that Goff was doing at Cal and made them comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? Like some of them, you know, little quick, short, run pass option plays that he had at Cal. You know what I mean? Wentz bringing plays into the playbook. Like, they're listening to their players, and they're doing where they're going with their players' strengths. And that's a lot of people overlook that. Like, you got some coaches like, no, my playbook is my playbook.
Yeah.
We're going to do what I do.
You have to adjust.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So shout out to them too, because like, for doing that, like helping their players as well, because that just makes it easier on the players as well. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, I think those two are the top two head coach of the year candidates though. But yeah, no, I can't disagree. Sean McVay, he's doing his thing out there, man.
He certainly is. And I mean, I'll credit Linehan to that degree that he did the same thing. He adjusted the Cowboys offense to allowing Dak Prescott to run a lot more run pass options. You know what I'm saying? Which is like, he's deadly with. You know what I'm saying? So it gives teams fits in the red zone, which is why we wanted better teams in the red zone, because you're like, you don't know, this dude gonna take off and run. He can really legitimately kill you with it. He's like 240 pounds and built like a running back, or he can, you know what I'm saying? And he does a good job making those decisions. But I also say, as far as coach of the year, and I play caller, like, those are the two. But also in that coach of the year, you know, conversation, you definitely have to mention Mike Zimmer too. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mike Zimmer dealing with, he losing quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they still, 6-2 right now. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you know, and I mean, schedule's favorable too for them as well. But at the same time, man, like, he coaching them up, man. You know, lost his running back, lost his quarterback, and it's like, yo, like any other team in the league, you almost like really write them off. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, he has like a Denver Broncos situation, but just doing way better coaching.
Yeah, we just gotta see how, like I said, because it was last year. They was like, what, 5-0, and them injuries killed them. So I just want to see
when they start playing sustain it. Teams,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, they start playing.
They can sustain it, but yeah, no, it's a bunch of dudes. Like, you give it to Sean Payton. Like, it's a lot of teams right now that's, especially in the NFC. NFC really got some good teams playing right now, man.
Only reason why they likely to sustain Vikings this year, no A-Rod. In the Lions don't look, the Lions don't look as strong. You know what I'm saying, as they did last year. You know what I'm saying? Lions look much stronger last year. Right. So I mean, it's almost like I'm almost ready to concede. You know, that the Vikings probably, they pick up 3 more wins. If they get the 9 wins, they own that division. All right. So unpopular opinion for me. Unpopular opinion for me, man. You know, I really haven't even really thought about that, man. But unpopular opinion for me, man. Goodness, that's difficult, man. Unpopular opinion for me. I will say this though. I think Orlando Scandrick has maybe, you know, played himself into another contract, or maybe fighting his way to stick around longer than people think.
I mean, I think he's been the most consistent corner.
Yeah, I'm about to say he's he's been doing everything. Mind you, like, dude's hand is still like getting in order, but like, he's been, like he'll give up a play here or there because that's every corner in football. But like you said, consistency, man, they move dude in the slot. They blitz with him. He's out there. He's coming up with crucial tackles. I mean, he made a great tackle last week, man. Also hit, knocked a few passes down. I mean, Orlando Scandrick has really, really been, and again, I mean, he's a leader on that defense. Like his attitude, his edge, he sets the tone for a lot of those those young players in that secondary, man. You know what I'm saying? Byron Jones is a chess piece that they utilize a lot. And Byron Jones is, back there to help communicate a lot of things. But I think Scandrick really is like the leader back there as far as playing with that edge, getting those guys fired up, having that attitude on the field. I think, I really think that, dude is literally, putting together a pretty solid season. You know what I mean? I think if he had better ball skills, like, actually closing in and getting turnovers, because he's like always around plays, you know what I'm saying? He would really, really, really be in even greater conversations. But I really think that, he may actually make this coaching staff really have to think about, or like potentially bringing him back, maybe another 2-3 year deal or something. I mean, I know that we got some young corners there though. Cheeto's coming back. He's healthy. He's back to practicing now. I think they wanted to really give him a few weeks to really rest, because I think low key he probably had a slight hamstring tear. That's what some people believe. So he's coming back, but yeah, I think Scandrick is really playing ball. Whether he's looking at it like I'm going to play here next year or playing somewhere else, right? And still doing well in a Marinelli scheme, which I think corners actually fare better outside of. You know what I'm saying? Which is why, like I said before, Rod Marinelli kind of worries me. But as far as like now, like the Tampa 2's benefiting him because he has a pass rush that's really making quarterbacks get rid of it fast and play right into the hands of his defense. So, it's working for him. But I mean, me personally, I still don't really like the scheme. But I will revisit the fact that I definitely did say weeks ago, man, with my bold prediction that wins was coming, man. I think that, some of those things are kind of working in the Cowboys' favor, man. So shout out to me, man, a couple weeks ago. I think the wins is definitely starting to come together, man. Defense made a really big stand, man, in this game, and made a definitely standout game because, we stayed at both. I actually had them to score more points, you know what I'm saying? But again, and you actually said it yourself, it's a statement game for Dallas, you know what I'm saying? And even Dak Prescott and whatnot, we didn't really know Zeke was playing or if he wasn't.
Right.
But, again, like for them, you're not going to play many teams, like you said, coming into the game. Alex Smith playing MVP ball. Tyreek Hill is having a top 10 wide receiver type season. Travis Kelce is Travis Kelce. You know what I'm saying?
Best tight in the league right
now. Yeah, right. So it's like, again, Kareem Hunt was leading the league in rushing. So you're not going to face many offenses that have that kind of firepower either. So for Cowboys to really show that they can do that, kudos to them.
Right,
so, but yeah, so that was my prediction over Scandrick, man. I mean, well, not prediction.
Unpopular opinion.
Yeah, unpopular opinion.
Yeah, like I said, sometimes when you wake vets up, you taking, which I took like 3-4 corners or something like that. It's like, you're only gonna play about 3 at a time. So it's like, okay, they sending me a message. Let me go ahead and, like I said, even if I'm not in their plans, I'm gonna be in somebody plans next year. Somebody gonna need a corner because, and it's the league. You always gonna need cornerbacks. So. I think it just woke him up. You know what I mean? Like, okay, let me show him that I still got a little bit left in the tank. Give me another contract, one more. I'm on my last one.
Rumors he was also up for trade
right?
Draft,
so it's like, just motivating. And sometimes teams do that. You know what I mean? Like, not necessarily like throw away picks, but it's like, look, we trying to motivate this guy. We want to keep him around. Well, let's see where he at. If he worth it. So sometimes teams do that to see where a guy is, and it's working out to his benefit and the team as well because he's playing good ball. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, I can't, like I said, cornerbacks, you always going to need them around this league, especially in the way the league's going now. You need at least 3 guys that won't, at least 3 solid guys, you know what I mean? Before you can get away with it, it's like 1 or 2, but now you need 3 dudes that can cover. And also play tackle well, you know what I mean? Because teams be running the ball a lot now, so you got to have that slot corner. Got to be able to come up and make tackles, got to be able to blitz. That's a tough position, man. That's for real. Yeah. It's a real tough position.
No, you're absolutely right. One of the toughest positions in sports.
Yeah, it's tougher than the outside corner because the outside corner you got the boundary, but inside, receiver can go anywhere. You got to worry about fullbacks pulling out, left guards pulling out, all that. So it's like playing slot corner is really, really tough in the NFL, man.
Absolutely right. I totally agree. And All right, where are we? So,
next opponent?
Next opponent.
So we on a bye.
Yeah,
we chilling. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Stress-free Sunday. You know
Stress-free Sunday, man. Ain't those some of the best Sundays, man?
Right. Even though a lot of, I mean, by the end of the game, a lot of games been stress-free for me anyway. But just knowing that nobody's gonna get hurt or nothing like that this week, we just chilling. You know what I'm saying? So watch everybody beat up on each other.
True that. Well, I mean, we got the Falcons coming up. You know, and coming into this game, man, I said it a couple weeks ago, and I actually told Jeff this personally that I felt like the Falcons more so scared me than the Chiefs because I never really bought the Chiefs. Many people bought the Chiefs at 5-0. I definitely see the Chiefs as a playoff caliber team, but I also felt like, again, and this is why I said what I said about the whole bold, you know, or not bold prediction, but just unpopular opinion when I said I think Dallas was going to get wins. The Chiefs was a team to me that I'm like, if you build the lead on, you can definitely beat. And the Cowboys was able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Jump out, get up to 14-3, and literally kind of was like having Alex Smith in confusion. So I said that, you know, initially like the Falcons like scared me as far as individual talent. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I just can't figure this team out, man. Matt Ryan has like 2 games this year where he threw for more than 1 touchdown. Julio has just not really been looking like Julio. Dropped a wide open touchdown pass last week. And I watched this team extensively because, you know, they was one of the teams that I said I believed that was going to come out of the funk. And again, like, you know, and me and Jeff both brought this point up that, like, you know, will they miss Shanahan? Like, and I felt like they were still just going to run the offense. I figured Matt Ryan know the offense, but it's like they brought a guy in there and he kind of just wants to do his own thing still or pretty much impose his offense. And I really think that's affecting the team. I mean, the offensive line play isn't as solid either. You know, so the running game's not as effective for them, and they got 2 running backs that can play.
Yeah.
I just really starting to come and buy into the fact that I just don't really think that this year is a year for them. I don't.
Super Bowl hangover, man.
Yeah, definitely hangover, and I really question. I question the will to win from that team. You know, like I'm watching them defensively, and you know, usually they're up to play and they're fast and physical defense.
They got talent over there.
Yeah, talent is definitely there. But it seems like that edge isn't there from last year, and I also see them offensively just look stagnant, man. So. You know, I think right now, man, you're looking at 2 teams, man, it's just trending different ways. I think the Falcons are pretty low on themselves. Although, like, I would conventional wisdom would tell me at 4-4, this would be a moment for them to look at it and say, "Yo, we need to make a statement or get back on track." But I can't see it from this team. They've given me no reason to see them.
That.
Yeah, to believe that. You know what I'm saying? They've given me no reason to really believe that from them. As much as I've been picking them or trying to believe it, I don't see it from them, man. So that's kind of where I'm at, man. I think that, yeah, like I said, I think these are 2 teams right now where one is like really finding their groove and they want to hit this ground running with another formidable team like ahead of them right now. And the Eagles playing great ball, but that's the Cowboys, you know. And I think that they're hitting their stride. Their confidence is getting high. Defense is even playing better for the last few games than they were playing last year, like when they weren't giving up a lot of points. Like this year, they can actually cause havoc, you know, with the pass rush and stuff. So they're getting swagger. The offense is getting the swagger. The quarterback's playing at an even better level, and just nothing's going right for the Falcons. So I don't know. That's just where I see that at right now.
Atlanta is like, because you like, okay, this is the game, they gonna turn it on. Then you watch, you like, man, they only got 3 points, or they only got 10 points, or they're struggling with this team.
Or let the Dolphins score 17 straight.
Because I'm like, yo, they home, they about to bomb the Dolphins. They up about 17, and the Dolphins is coming back. It's just like, what's going on there? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know Julio don't look healthy, but it's still Julio Jones. I mean, he rarely ever healthy.
Yeah, they say he got a leg injury or something,
you know what I mean?
Too.
So that can, but you seen the way he got open on that wide open jaw. It's like, yo, he did a double move and just was like, I mean, they say that's the hardest one to catch when you wide open, but still, it just seemed like that play is just like that's how they play their season.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's like they're home against Dallas. This could be make or break their season. So will they come and play fired up, or will they just be like, man, our season done? Because you got they just lost to the Panthers. The Panthers 6-3. You got the Saints looking like they're going to take the division.
Yeah.
So it's like, do they just like, yo, we going to give up this year, or are we going to fight and still try to win this division? But it's just so hard because you don't know like where that team mindset going to be, man. Like it's just difficult. And like I said, they got the talent on defense. The defense playing actually well considering the way the offense is. But like I said,
being left out there a lot.
You know what I mean? You just can't. you can't. That's not sustainable football, man. Like, you know what I mean, like you see a defense like I said earlier with Denver. If you're not scoring and you just consistently putting your defense out there, all right, make a play, it's gonna wear them down over the course of the season. Because like I said, it's NFL, man. It's a physical game. Like, yeah, I mean, no matter who you go against the Browns, but it's gonna be battle. It's gonna be a battle. So it's like I don't know how they're gonna respond, man. That's why I think y'all gonna go ahead and pull it out because I can't pick the Falcons to win the game right now, like especially against a team that's just as good or even better. You know what I'm saying? I can't just, you know what I mean? I don't see them beating a team that's on a similar talent level to them. I just don't because, like I said, they just out of sync, man, all out of sorts.
That makes sense, man.
And they really should have lost more games. Remember that Detroit game? I mean, Detroit,
Chicago.
In Chicago, that's 2 more losses they should have had.
You're
so
right.
it's just like, I mean, they really could be 2-7 or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's just like,
and we made that point last week. You know about it's important how teams look even in the losses. You know what I'm saying? Like so, teams still can look good and probably just say, "Dag, you know what? They missed a play or two, but they still look like they can. You know, they can win." And that's why I'm saying I even at least see that from the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? Like the Raiders is fighting. You know, it's like I look at Atlanta and I'm just like, and you know, I've been like totally anti Matt Ryan. Like since the Matty Ice, I just feel like he never earned it. And I'm like, why does this dude even got a nickname? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like he's back to that. Like okay, you're back against the wall. You ain't front running right now. Y'all just ain't blowing people off the gates. So is this the real you? And I just feel like Dallas is going to be able to rush him. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know.
Yeah. Like I said, I just can't figure them out, man. They just don't. Like I said, that Super Bowl hangover real. For real. Like especially the way they lost one. Like, I don't know. I would watch football for a year, man.
And the scary part is that might have actually been the best shot they ever had.
Right.
Because
everything was clicking.
Matt Ryan ain't no spring chicken.
Right.
And it's, you know what I'm saying? So you got to think about who's his successor and everything else at some point. You know what I mean?
You got to start paying. Vic Beasley going to be up for a contract. They just gave True find a nice amount of change.
Neil going to need to get paid.
Neil going to need paid. Beyond the Jones, the middle linebacker.
The Jones,
You know what I'm saying? Tevin Coleman going to be, I mean, he pretty much.
Probably gone.
Yeah, he's going to be gone because they gave Freeman the money.
Somebody going to get him starter money.
So it's like I mean, you got to build a team together. I mean, they can also replace these guys with players, but that's going to be hard to replace that much talent that quickly. You know what I'm saying? So,
no doubt.
But yeah, like I said, man, because I'm like, damn, man, another team about to win the Super Bowl for the Eagles. And I'm like, oh, damn, 28-3, and then it just crashed down.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
All right, man. Well, let's get into these picks, man. Seattle at the Cardinals.
Man, that's tricky because they said Earl Thomas not going to be playing tomorrow probably, and they just look a little different when he not there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna still go with Russell. You know what I mean, to pull it out over Drew Stanton. Ugly game though, but they going to do what Seattle do, win ugly.
Could Pastor Carl get some kudos, man? Because last week, man, you know, I went with Seattle out of conventional wisdom, but I definitely said this is one of those games where they give up they give a loss up, like one of those losses they have no business losing, and they lost to the Redskins.
Yeah, shout out to the Redskins though, man, because that helped us with the home field advantage, man. We don't need Seattle getting no home field, and we want to make them a road team in the playoffs. Shout out to the Redskins for that.
Yeah, man. I'm kind of torn, man, because I mean Seattle's reeling off a loss. Cardinals got a little
Short
confidence though. Short week, Cardinals home team. They got some confidence going, man. You know, and I definitely want to take the Cardinals, but I'm gonna go with Russ too because I can't go against Russell Wilson. Man. Back-to-back games, him losing, man. I actually think that game might be a higher scoring game than people think. I think it might be high scoring. I think it might be high scoring, especially like you said. Earl Thomas not around. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Seattle though. Packers at the Bears.
I'll go with the Bears because they defense playing good ball, and they got Hundley that, you know, he really don't look like Mike McCarthy not helping that dude. He calling the same plays as Aaron Rodgers playing, and, you know, Brett Hundley not Aaron Rodgers.
And we always said Mike McCarthy ain't no coach anyway.
Right, yeah, I'm going to go with the Bears, man.
A-Rod's the coach.
Trubisky might throw like 10 passes, but they still going to win.
Yeah, the defensive touchdown, maybe a punt return for a touchdown.
30 carries for Jordan Howard. Yeah, they're going to grind it out.
There you go, man. Yeah, I'm going with the Bears too, man. Browns at the Lions.
Lions, man. I'm going to go with Matt Stafford. Playing good ball.
Lions as well. Steelers at the Colts.
Steelers, yeah.
Steelers here as well, man. Chargers at the Jags.
That's tricky because Phillip Rivers can light you up every now and then, and they got some some talent wide receiver, but them corners in Jacksonville, man. When my man Ramsey had AJ, yo, man, Jalen Ramsey, man, that dude.
And I gotta pause you because you deserve a pause for saying "and your man Ramsey" because Ramsey's he's a questionable character, man. But
that dude play a good ball, man. But
he certainly is.
That defense is crazy, man. Yeah. And if Bortles don't mess it up, they can really be a threat in the playoffs. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Jacksonville.
I'm taking the Chargers for the upset. Chargers is coming off the bye, and I like the Chargers defensively, man, as a matchup for the Jags. You know, I don't really see them being able to do too much against the Chargers as far, and I think maybe a Bortles turnover or two helps the Chargers out. I like the Chargers, man, for the upset of that. This is an interesting one. Saints at the Bills.
Bills coming off that loss against the Jets. They had 10 days to prepare, but that Saints team, man, I think they really one of the more complete teams in the league right now. That's tough, man.
Saints at Buffalo.
That's tough, and they really don't travel well. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Buffalo on that one. I'm gonna go with Buffalo because
that's a good take, and I'm actually agreeing with you there. They're complete. The Saints are complete, but I still don't think they're that scary on offense. You know?
Yeah, they just like. I don't know. Maybe Breeze getting up there in age, they don't want throwing as much or something, but they just run the ball. Here you go, dump it a little bit.
Even though Kamara's playing good ball, though, man.
He is balling.
Him and Ingram's running well too. Yep. But I think like you said, man, they don't really travel well. And I don't even know what the weather is in Buffalo.
And Buffalo defense playing good ball too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The defense definitely playing solid. And Buffalo can run the ball, so like I think that they'll try to keep it on the ground. And they need to do something with the play calling because maybe Tyrod maybe need to use a little bit more run option for him, man.
Right.
Yeah, I mean stretch some defenses out a little bit more.
But they're not giving them the opportunity.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna take Buffalo for the upset as well, man. I definitely like Buffalo for the upset, man. If that's gonna be that's a tough call because the Saints playing great defense, but I think I'm gonna take Buffalo with you. Jets at the Buccaneers.
I'm gonna go with the Jets on that one because Winston out. I mean, even though Fitzpatrick has looked better than Winston when he was in there,
yes,
actually.
he has.
And then what was all that? The eat the W, that weird.
Eat the W.
You see how the players was looking at this dude like, yo, come on, man. Like, he didn't even get nobody riled up with that speech, man, and then proceeded to go ahead and get bombed.
Jameis Winston let us all down.
Yeah, man. He looked like a clown out there. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Jets. McCown playing good ball. He playing really good.
Yes, he is. I'm going to go JETS with you. I'm taking the Jets as well, man. I definitely like the chemistry that they have. And
should be a better record. They got around a couple games.
And Mike Evans suspended. So, give me the Jets. Vikings at the Redskins.
I'm going to go with the Skins. I'm going to go with the Skins on this one because I think they defense playing good. And I think they're going to be able to pull this one out another one because I think Kurt is trying to show – because he made a comment I seen that he was talking about Doxson. He was like, yeah, I can see myself getting, I look forward to working with him for a while. So maybe, he's finally feeling like, okay, they're going to commit to me. But he's playing really good football this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, people want to clown. I see a lot of Redskins saying they don't want him, but – I don't see the problem, but
NFC East is the quarterback division, man.
Right outside of the Giants, man. They
don't count. They're not in the division. Yeah, right. They're not in the division. They got one win, man. So they
can we get the Jets over here, man?
They're NCAA team, man. I'm talking about the real teams in the NFC East, man.
I'm gonna go with the Skins, man, because I just like. I mean, I like their roster, man. I like how they got their team built. Yeah, I mean, even though the GM not there no more, they fired the GM like on some crazy stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna go with them, man, over the Vikings, man.
Okay, and this is where we disagree. I'm taking the Vikings. Vikings best defense in football. I just feel like all the way across the board, man. Just talent level, man, is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Redskins already can't run the ball. You got to be one dimensional, man, with Harrison Smith and Xavier Rhodes and just everybody else that's just back there, man. And the linebackers, the pass rushers, like they got the best defensive line in football, man. They're unreal, and I just think that Case Keenum is actually playing good ball too. Can't dismiss that. And I think as good as Kirk Cousins is playing, I think that he's going to get probably about a couple picks, man, against that defense.
That's possible.
That defense going to force some turnovers, man. So yeah, I like the Vikings, man. Bengals at the Titans. Oh.
Sure. Mariota looked pretty decent last week. They finally got Corey Davis on the field again, so they can always run the ball. So I'm gonna go with Tennessee. This the fact they being home.
Yeah, that's a solid pick, man. I'm gonna take the Bengals. I don't know, man. I just think that the Titans have been a disaster to me, man, and I was real high on them coming into this year. I'm so disappointed. My goodness. Yeah, I like the Bengals though, man. I think that Marv Lewis and company, man, come in there. And the defense is actually still pretty talented, and I think that they'll force Mariota into a few mistakes, man. So I definitely like the Bengals, man. Texans at the Rams.
We'll go with the Rams. Yeah, they just don't see Savage being able to keep up with Goff and company, putting up enough points. And their defense is kind of like leaky now. You can move the ball on Houston now. For sure. They miss Boye, so
for sure. Rams at home.
Yeah, like we said, McVay doing his thing, calling them plays. Goff playing great. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Rams, man.
I'm with you there. Giants at the Niners.
Niners get their first win because, man, the team basically came out and said they quit on McAdoo. So, like, when you hear that, it's like you really can't pick them to win the game the rest of the year because they don't care for the coach. They looking toward the off seasons and the boat trips and the and the dance parties and all that. They looking forward to that. You know what I mean? Biggest disappointment, man, the Giants. And McAdoo gone, so they probably got to fire that whole administration and just start from scratch.
Well, I'll tell you what, Giants, keep that quit energy when we see y'all later this year.
Yeah, please.
You know what I'm saying? Please.
Don't play that spoiler role.
Yeah, please. Just remember that y'all quit. You know what I'm saying? I got the Giants to win, though. I got the Giants to win. I mean, they got the crap kicked out of them last week. Oh, my goodness, man. Can I take a second, just real quick second? Pastor Carl, dumb moment of the week. So I was really sitting there considering last week. I had Big Ben and Tom Brady on bye week in fantasy football. Dog. I sat there and said, okay, should I play golf? I mean, because golf was a free agent. Then I'm like, or should I pick up Eli? I'm like, well, you know what? The Giants are home. Giants come off a bye. I'm like, well, you could kind of get some points on the Rams. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take Eli, trying to get cute, man, and turn out to be super ugly. You know what I'm saying? Golf throws 4 touchdowns.
300 yards.
Yo, man, listen, man, dumbest move of the week, man. I deserved to lose last week, and I lost. But anyway, man, so golf and the Rams for sure. I'm sorry. I like the Giants, though, this week, man. They bounced back, and I got them to beat the Niners, man. So Patriots at the Broncos.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Pats. I just don't see. I mean, even though Tom Brady have trouble in Denver, but I just don't see this Brock. I mean, he beat Tom Brady, 2 years ago, but this is just a different year. And Patriots, coming off a bye, they're going to do what they do. Yeah,
Bill Belichick, he's another guy that'll switch up some stuff. So, I'm sure he watched how the Broncos got slapped over the last few weeks. The Giants, the same team that smacked on got their first win off Denver. My goodness, man. But Dolphins at Panthers. I'm taking the Pats too as well, but the Dolphins at Panthers.
I'm going to go with the Panthers, Cam and company. Cam look happy again. Yeah, I'm going to go with he's feeling good about himself. And that defense has been playing ball all year, so I'm going to go with Cam.
As much as the Panthers, I'm not really buying them, as far as like playoffs or anything else when they get there or if they get there, which is more likely they may get there. I got to take the Panthers too. Cowboys at the Falcons last game.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Dallas. I just don't 31-21 Dallas. I just don't, like I said, this could be a game where the Falcons finally get it clicking, but I mean, how can you say that? You know what I'm saying? This is from watching this team. They just don't have it in them this year. Yeah, 31-21 Dallas.
Got you. I got Dallas 31-23. Yeah, I definitely think I'm with you on that, Jeff. I'm really with you on that.
Talent is there for them to beat y'all, but are they really going to put it together? You know what I'm saying? I just don't.
Yeah.
And I don't think they can stop the run, so.
Yeah.
They're a little light up front. You know what I mean?
No doubt. That's going to be a long day for them, man.
I mean, McCaffrey was going off on him, and he ain't even going off on nobody. And, I mean, he really didn't go off, but, I mean, his standard for this year, he hasn't been doing anything. Yeah. And he had some success running on them dudes, so.
Yeah. Not to mention, I mean, they still was able to put up 27 on them. And, I mean, Cam has you and I to throw to.
Right.
So,
no Olsen, no nothing. They just traded Benjamin, and they still
was able to come right back and beat the Falcons team, man. Desperate for a win. So, yeah, I'm with you, man. I got the Cowboys as well, man. We'll be 6-3 on our way to playing the Birds next week.
Big
so
week next week.
It's going to be good, man. It's going to be good. So, listen, man, shout out to my bro, Jeff, man. Another great episode in the books, man.
Yeah.
And, man, looking, the season's picking up, man.
Like I said last week, this is where teams really, show who they are, and it's no more like, okay, fluky wins. Like, teams got themselves established, the identity going. Teams are in a zone right now. Like, they're getting ready for this playoff, especially in NFC. Like I said, there's so many teams close because AFC, you pretty much know it's 3 teams that's ahead of everybody. Mm-hmm. But here, it's like more murky over here, man. You don't know. You can go with the Birds. Some people don't believe in the Birds. People go with the Saints. People saying Dallas. Some people say Minnesota. So, like, it's going to be some good games coming down the stretch, especially for us because we got Dallas coming up, got Seattle coming up, got the Rams coming up. So it's going to be these next few weeks going to be really, really fun, man. You know what I'm saying? Like some good football left to be played. It's looking good, man. Looking good. I'm excited. I'm excited for the stretch.
Put me down for this, man. I got the Birds, the Boys, and the Seahawks as like, the 3 legitimate teams to me. Mm-hmm. Like for me, I'm still jury's still out a little bit with the Saints. I'm still jury's still out with, with the Rams as well. Mm-hmm. Only because again, man, playoff football, different atmosphere, and those 3 teams for me, man, I just think that are like the serious teams, man. As far as like golf is still really, really green when it comes to all this is going on. So is McVay, and. It's going to help Dallas and the Eagles at some point because y'all play the Rams too, right? Mm-hmm. That they have seen them teams already, and the Seahawks, and I just think that, I think overall, like those teams are better overall than like the Rams. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like just being able to eventually impose their will. So, yeah, man, I think
getting home field is key for us because going on the road.
Dallas play better on the road.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, y'all do. Yeah, we playing great at home. Like especially since Doug been here, we played good ball. Even last year, like all our losses mostly came on the road. Last year, we were 6-2 at home. Yeah. Last year, this year, we undefeated at home. So getting that home field advantage. So even if we go ahead and split with the Rams and Seahawks, but just try to secure that home field up and have one of them teams have to come here in the playoffs, especially Jared Goff. Come to Philly in January. Yeah. Whereas, I know they had the question about his hand size and all that weird, crazy stuff, but sometimes that stuff comes into play in them cold weather games. The ball get, hard and wet, from the weather or whatever. So that stuff plays a factor. So trying to secure home field is going to be our biggest challenge on these next couple of games, man.
Yeah, and if Goff got to see Dallas first round, this time around, you got David Irvin and Sean Lee playing.
Be a different ball game.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, and the offensive line is really rolling it intact because we was ahead on them anyway. Mm-hmm. So, different ball game, man. Different ball game.
Some good games coming up, man. Really good games coming up for real. Like I'm excited to see how this stuff plays out.
Man,
it's all around.
Be on the lookout, y'all. Next week, man, it's gonna be real. Next week is gonna be real, man. You know what I'm saying? And me and Jeff will be at this table talking, man,
breaking down what we think gonna happen and all that. So
yeah. And the following week gonna be great too, because then we gotta come back, man, and got some explaining to do.
Yeah, what happened? But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we always split anyway. I mean, come down to it.
And I think that's what we'll do this year, honestly. So I'm gonna say that in advance. Like even if we beat the Birds this game, I think eventually, the Birds will get one back at the end, or vice versa. I think, I think vice versa, because I think even if it came down to it and the Birds won this week, like that last game probably be important to Dallas. You know what I'm saying? It might really fight for that and want it more. You know what I'm saying? And end up winning it later. Mm-hmm. So I mean, yeah, I definitely. I mean, I would be honest and be upfront. I mean, I definitely think it's going to be a split between us anyway. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna say that in advance. But
it's been that way for the past 6-7 years
for sure.
Even when we was bad or y'all was bad, it always come down.
Always a split. Mm-hmm. So yeah, man. I mean, but I know one thing: it's going to be a hell of a game.
Oh yeah,
both teams are already low key talking about each other, and really thinking about each other. Right. And you got the Wentz and Dak, you know what I'm saying? Comparisons and dynamic, and yeah, man, it's going to be. So be on the lookout. It's going to be a great next 2 weeks for Troll Free Sports.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, and it's going to be no trolling going to be on this joint too. It's going to be strictly sound football facts.
And I'm gonna say this in advance as well. I've said it before, and I still don't think next week is not going to determine if either of our teams will make the playoffs.
Oh, no,
I got
absolutely.
them both. I got them both for being
Right,
playoff teams.
right.
So they'll see each other again and potentially even see each other in the playoffs.
Right.
So
I don't want us going 15-1 anyway. I don't want it to be like 14 games in a row. Like we got to have a loss in here somewhere, man. Just for my mental. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, man, no team in the NFL is gonna run off that many straight wins just on some real stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't feel confident if we did going into the playoffs like that. So you know what I mean? Just have a little adversity to pop up there somewhere. You know what I mean? But always want to get wins though. You know what I mean? At the same token, but. Like I said, it's going to be great coming up, man. Like I said, good stretch. Both teams, like I said, playoff position, trying to get home field for us. Dallas is trying to get in the wild card or trying to win the division potentially because, what y'all, like 3 games back right now? 2.5? Was it 2.5?
2 games. Well, 2.5
because we had the
y'all
bye.
had
Right. So, I mean, it's still, you know what I mean? It's not nothing that's set in stone yet, man. So, like I said, it's going to be great football coming up, man. But get at me on Twitter, man. Philly Freck 215. Let me know what you thought. You know what I mean? What you disagree with. Anything I missed. Eagles fans, like I said, it was some players didn't get credit that should have got credit on here, but you know what I mean, we only got an hour. But
yeah. I
can't shout out everybody. But let me know who you thought was somebody I missed that played a great game because there was a bunch of them.
Man, same here, man. Pastor Carl Day. That's Carl with a C. Last name Day, D-A-Y. Pastor Carl Day. Get at me, y'all. I'm willing to back up and stand on what I say, man, on this show. Again, man. We look forward to hearing anything from y'all, whether y'all agree, disagree.
About the show.
About the show. Yeah, let's talk about the show, y'all. So don't argue with us. Just listen to the show, and then y'all can argue with us about the show. We'll talk to you about the show. You know what I mean? So anyway, man, listen, peace and love, y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for tuning in, man.